So an action-packed week closing out this first week of January. We had McCarthy finally getting elected last night. In his speech, he's talking about the Durham vote and just going back to either Q drops, or if you want to look at Elon Musk tweeting his picture by his bedside, just a lot of different things talking about freedom and the coded messages. You have the Supreme Court case, which I want to quickly touch on, that was on the docket. So under this case, Brunson versus Adams, because of this being submitted under Rule 11, has allowed this to be expedited so that it could bypass just this standard process. I'm not a lawyer, nor do I know a lot of these legal things, but from what I understand, this is the reason, and this is the framing for which it was filed, because of Rule 11. And apparently, based on some leaks, or who knows, but this was taken up yesterday. It was agreed upon to be heard and accepted to hear the case. And then now you'll see probably by Monday it being uploaded on the docket and on the website. But a lot of exciting things are happening in this space. And so a lot of people have been given prophetic dreams. They have been told that and shown that it is through the courts that initially this will be brought about. And what I mean is the restoration of 45, as well as the removal of a lot of these people. And so this is targeting more than 300 some elected officials, including Biden and Kamala Harris. And so I did a previous video just briefly touching upon this, and I'll link it below if you want to see it. But basically, this case could be the starting point in the public eye and from a legal perspective, for which this can allow prosecution and for things to change from an outside perspective. So we know, and a lot of people that are following the truth movement, that obviously there's something more going on. And I've alluded to that yesterday, for which there are so many things in the unseen. You got Elon Musk just recently tweeting in response to this, upgrade, and talking about version 11.3. And of course, that was an infamous drop regarding the arrest announcement of John Podesta in association with just what things would possibly kick off. And a lot of people speculating what that means, but he just tweeted that just this morning. And many things happening, for which, as I even talked about in the speech about the Durham vote and many things, there's a lot of things going on, and a lot of it has to be coded, a lot of it because it's a fifth generation warfare, because you can't just announce what you're doing and just telling people what's going on, because of just this concerted effort from patriots, from the good guys, to do these things. There is a lot going on. And so a lot of this has to be digestible by the public. And it seems like with the progress of this Brunson versus Adams case, this is what's going to kick off a lot of the public reveal. And so let's see what happens Monday or in the subsequent days, if this hasn't been officially written and taken up and on the docket and whatnot. But yesterday was the big day, and so people were waiting to see what the announcement was. And of course, we also have just a lot more exposure from the Twitter files with the Fauci files that was promised to be released yesterday, or at least by the end of this week, but it has not been in its full detail. A lot of it probably because people wanted to see the transparency of what was the outcome of the Speaker of the House. And so a lot of people are waiting on this, but of course there's a lot that has been positive in terms of the movement and how you look at it. So I've said before, we are in a process of a great awakening. We are in a process for which a lot of the deep state, the evil people, whatever name you want to associate with that, they're being taken down. And a lot of the military action, a lot of what's going on is a concerted effort, and it's part of a greater big plan. And it's bigger than what you see at face value, because there's different groups of people that need to be brought into the fold, and you have to allow continuity of society. Otherwise, you're going to cause havoc and chaos. And so this is being done. If you do follow the truth movement and just what's going on and trying to decode things and all that, this is what is happening. So I say all this because if you're not following this, that's fine. But just know that this case, this Brunson versus Adams. And again, I can link the actual filing and you can read it, but this is real stuff. This is stuff that is being brought before the Supreme Court, and there's going to be some kind of decision upon it from the court perspective. And then from there, who knows how this is unfolded within the military space. If you believe it to the degree that there's just a huge movie and all this stuff going on, and the military is already doing a lot of justice acts, whether it is tribunals and other things, or whether there's a operation of the highest order for which people with treason or convicted of treason and all these different things, they're given deals, or there's no deals, but they've been given certain roles that they have to do in order to, I don't know, lessen the punishment or other things. Whatever is going on here, this is being kicked off. It's being done first in the courts. And so just want to give you guys this quick news as I'm reading this, and just the excitement that is building, because a lot of people are talking about more and more overt, more operations that have been hidden being brought to light. And then you have just big people, Elon Musk included, many others, exposing, being transparent, and you're just seeing progress. The court, the House of Representatives, guys, this is big news. The fact that, yes, this whole theater of whatever's been happening was what it was, but it's turning. You have Jim Jordan leading a lot of these efforts. You have Matt Gaetz and many others, right? Lauren Boebert and many other patriots trying to fight on the side of getting justice for, the people and just the election stuff and many other things. So again, there's also the Kerry Lake stuff going on. Many, many things are happening right now. It is public. It's also behind the scenes, but more and more is being shown. So pray for this, guys. This case on Monday, we'll see what happens, how it's being shown in the public eye. But a lot of stuff is expediting, and just things are coming hard and fast, guys. So love you guys. More to come. Talk to you guys very soon.